Westbrook Academy, Boston, Massachusetts. Most scary story you have ever listened. In Boston's South End stands one of the oldest girls' academies in New England. Westbrook Academy, founded 1887. Two buildings, one modern, one abandoned. The abandoned one sits on the east side of campus. Chain doors, dead vines crawling the walls like black veins. Windows dark for 15 years. Every freshman learns the rule on day one. Never go near the East Wing after dark, because something still walks those halls at 2 a.m. Something that used to be a teacher. Tyler Collins didn't believe in ghost stories. Pre-med, Boston University. The kind of guy who needed evidence for everything. So when his girlfriend Emma told him about the East Wing, he made one mistake. He laughed at her. Emma looked him dead in the eyes and said, "Go inside. Midnight. 30 minutes. I dare you." Tyler called his best friend Jake. Jake said yes immediately. Jake always said yes. That was his biggest problem. 12:15 a.m. They slipped through the gap in the east fence and crossed the overgrown courtyard. Fog rolling thick off the ground. Flashlight beams swallowed by darkness. The East Wing loomed above them. 3 stories of crumbling Victorian brick. Broken windows like hollow eye sockets staring down. The side service door pushed open with one shove. The smell hit them instantly. Rotting wood, damp plaster, and something underneath it all. Old chalk. Their flashlights swept the entrance hall. Lockers hanging open. Floors curling at the edges. And on the walls, black and white class photos. Rows of girls in uniforms staring out from decades past. Tyler moved his beam from photo to photo. 1962, 1974, 1987. Then one that stopped him cold. Every student's face scratched out. Violently. Like someone had dragged a nail across each one. Every face destroyed, except the teacher at the end of the row. Ms. D. Hargrove. Thin, severe, dark hair pulled back tight. And her eyes, even in an old black and white photo, were wrong. Too pale, too empty, like she was looking through the camera. "Dude." Jake grabbed his arm. "You hear that?" From the floor above them. A woman's voice. Calm, rhythmic, cutting through the silence like a blade. "The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the..." Same sentence, over and over, getting faster. "Someone's messing with us," Tyler said. He didn't sound convinced. They climbed to the second floor. The voice stopped the second their feet hit the top step. The hallway stretched ahead, long, narrow, every classroom door closed. And the temperature dropped. Instantly, violently. Their breath misted in front of their faces. "Buildings don't get this cold, Tyler." Jake's voice was shaking. "We're inside." Tyler pushed open the nearest classroom door. Empty. Broken desks. Cracked chalkboard. Textbooks still stacked on shelves like the students just stepped out. Tyler walked to the chalkboard. Ran one finger across it. Fresh chalk dust. In a building abandoned for 15 years. Before he could speak, the voice started again. Not down the hall. In the room with them. "The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell." They spun around. Nobody there. Then crack, like a ruler slamming a desk. Then again, and then children screaming. Not laughing, not playing. Screaming in pure terror. Dozens of voices pouring out of the walls, the floor, the ceiling. Jake ran. Tyler was one step behind, but he looked back. On the chalkboard, chalk was moving on its own. Fast. Violent, jagged letters appearing in real time. She locked the doors. She didn't let us out. Now she never leaves either. Tyler ran. He burst through the service entrance into the cold night air. And stopped. Jake wasn't there. "Jake." Silence. Then he looked up. Second floor window. Jake. Both palms flat against the glass. Mouth open in a silent scream. Eyes locked on something behind him. Hammering the window frame with both fists. The old wood wouldn't move. Tyler stood there. 3 seconds. Then he went back inside. Second floor hallway. Every single classroom door, open now. All of them. He hadn't opened them. Jake hadn't opened them. And from every open doorway, that voice. Overlapping. Multiplying. "The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. The mitochondria." Tyler pushed through it. Found the room. Shoved the door open. Jake was on the floor, knees to his chest, rocking, eyes fixed forward. lips moving in a whisper. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Tyler looked up. At the front of the room stood a woman. Long dark dress, hair hanging loose and matted, back turned, one arm raised, fingers dragging slowly across the chalkboard, writing the same words again and again and again. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Tyler couldn't breathe. Then she stopped. Her head tilted. Slowly. Too far. The wrong direction. The way no human neck moves. She turned around. Skin like a wax mask left too close to a flame. Sagging. Mottled. Wrong. Lips stretched into something that wasn't a smile. Couldn't be a smile. And her eyes. Completely white. No iris. No pupil. Just white. She looked directly at Tyler. And whatever was on her face stretched wider. She took one step forward. Tyler grabbed Jake by the collar and ran. Jake snapped back screaming. They hit the hallway, the stairs, the door, the fence. They didn't stop running for 3 blocks. They sat in Tyler's car, engine off, neither speaking. Finally, Jake whispered. She was just teaching, like she couldn't stop, like she didn't even know she was dead. 3 days later, Tyler found the archive. 1987, Ms. Dorothy Hargrove. Found dead in her second-floor classroom. Cause of death, heart attack. Discovered Monday morning. She'd been dead since Friday night. Alone in the building all weekend. But someone had written a note in the margin. Faint pencil. Careful handwriting. Doors locked from the outside. Investigation dropped. Dorothy Hargrove never left that classroom. And if you're ever near Westbrook Academy late at night, and you hear a woman's voice drifting from the east wing, count how many times you hear it. Because they say if you hear her voice 3 times, she's already seen you. And Ms. Hargrove has a strict policy. No student leaves her class.